our app.
Yeah.
Anybody knew what was going on, and nobody answered, so.
That's so weird. Oh my. Well, I hope you're okay. Well, we're going to get started. I'll update you. Yes. All right. Hello. Okay. We're going to get started. So we're going to start on our spines, actually. Set that underneath us. Let's lay down on our back. Let our legs be however you feel comfortable. We're going to let our shoulders rest down into the mat. We're going to feel the tailbone relax down into the mat and feel just a little bit of release in our spine. Back of the head resting. Legs can be resting with legs straight or knees bent. You can choose however it feels more comfortable for your body, and let the spine relax, just a few resting breaths. And then from here, we'll bend our knees, maybe send the feet wide, and add a few windshield wiper movements, letting the thighs relax towards one side, letting the thighs relax towards the other side, and finding that release through our thighs, our tailbone, the lower back, and breathe. Feel a little evenness. Let's rest our knees together and let the tailbone release back down. Let our ribs, shoulders, head and neck find just a moment of stillness and peace. Enjoying that fresh oxygenated air flowing through the nose, down through the body. Releasing out of the body everything we just don't need. As we slide our heels in line with our knees and our hips, let's begin to send our fingertips towards the heels and ground the shoulder blades underneath us. We're going to flow through our bridge. So as we inhale, lifting the hips and the heart, exhaling the tailbone down. So feel a little bit of movement. Inhale, opening up the hips and the heart. Exhale, relaxing it down. Now we can stay with this movement with just the hips lifting and lowering, or if you'd rather lift and stay, that's available. You can also inhale the arms over the head as the hips lift, and then exhale the arms back by the side as the hips lower, letting our breath guide our movement, inhaling as we open, exhaling as we rest, stretching open, release. Okay, finding just a moment to breathe, a few resting breaths. Now the next time we feel stillness on the ground, arms resting, tailbone resting, we're going to begin to hug one thigh towards the chest. Relaxing it down, hugging the other thigh towards the chest. Relaxing it down. Do a few side to side, just pulling the thigh in, releasing the thigh out. Get a little stretch through the thigh, the hip. Take a moment to breathe. Feel that tailbone, lower back releasing into the ground. Then we'll hug both thighs into the chest, feeling the spine grounding, feeling the shoulders, the ribs releasing. Let's guide the body to the side and come up into an all-fours position where our wrists relax underneath the shoulders and the knees relax underneath the hips. Find a place where our spine can be tall, flowing with our breath, inhaling, opening to cow, exhale, folding into cat. So we're feeling this flowing movement in our spine as we breathe. Now we're welcome to stay in our traditional cat and cow movements. As you inhale and open up to cow, you can press the chest up to the sky. And then exhale, fold more like a child's pose cat. So we'll inhale, lift open, exhale, fold in. So you can stay with traditional cat-cow. You can add this little flowing spinal release. Take a few deep breaths. Now as we end up back in all fours, we're going to move the right knee out to the side and give it a circle. And maybe trade out that direction. As we send the heel behind us, noticing the thigh pressing up to the sky, up and down just a few times. elbows can rest, or collarbone can stretch to the ground and lengthen out through the back leg and breathe. And as you're ready, fold back to child's pose and rest the shoulders. Just a moment to relax into our breath. Returning our body to all fours, let's trade legs, letting the other knee find that circling movement. And maybe we trade out that direction. Guiding that heel behind us, start to move that straight leg up and down. Feel the movement through the spine, hip, and breathe. As our leg lengthens out, hanging out here, resting onto our elbows, or lowering our collarbone to the ground, stretching and reaching through the spine, the leg, and breathe. We'll find a moment of rest as we relax back to child's pose, releasing the shoulders, the ribs, the hips, and rest into our exhale. Find a few deep breaths. With our right foot stretching into our lunge, we'll feel the heel relax under the knee, picking up the ribs and pushing them forward as we inhale, and then exhale, stretching the hips back. So feel a few flowing movements, inhaling as we lunge, exhaling towards this half pyramid, and feel that stretch and that release as we breathe. We're welcome to keep the movement flowing. The next time we stretch the leg back, maybe walk our fingertips underneath our shoulders and start to reach one arm forward and then reach it back. Reaching one arm forward, reaching back. Just a little stretch and release for our arms, for our legs as we breathe. As we rest that arm, let's trade arms. Send the other arm forward, the other arm back. Get a little flowing movement. As you find that stretch and release in the straight leg, get a little stretch through the shoulders. And we're going to end up relaxing both hands. Take a deep breath and inhale the ribs forward. Maybe exhaling the ribs towards the thigh and get a little rest through our breath. Let our next inhale send our body into our lunge, stretching the heart open. So remember this foot that's forward. We're going to bring the back foot in and relax in forward fold. We're going to inhale, lift up. Round the heels, inhale, send the heart up to the sky. Pull the lungs to the sky on the inhale. Exhale, swan diving down. Inhale as we lift up halfway. Ground the heels. Let's inhale, lift up all the way, heart to the sky. Exhaling to airplane. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, swan diving all the way down. Inhaling up halfway. Ground the heels. Inhale, lift up all the way. Exhale into chair. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, swan diving down. Whichever foot was forward before, that foot is going to come back behind us and relax the knee and toes. We're going to inhale and send our hips and heart forward. Exhale, hips and thighs back. So we're feeling just a little flowing movement through the legs, taking a few deep breaths. Welcome to keep the movement flowing. Maybe we find a place of release with our hip back, maybe flowing those fingertips under the shoulders. Feel that tall spine. And then from here, one arm can reach forward and then reach back. Just a little bit of movement through the shoulder, through your arm. Still feeling that release through our leg as we breathe. And then we'll relax that arm. Let's trade arms. The other arm forward, the other arm back. Feeling that stretch and release, breath. And as we feel a little evenness, maybe pull the heart forward as we inhale. And then exhale, maybe rest a little deeper. Feeling just a few releasing exhales. With our inhale, drawing us forward. Feel that openness in our lungs. Our exhale, let's pull the back foot into the front foot. Feel that rest in our forward fold. We're inhaling up halfway. Ground the heels, inhale, lifting up all the way, heart to the sky. Stretch one arm a little taller, stretch the other arm a little taller. Feel that reach through our ribs. Side body stretches through our breath. With our inhale, lifting up the lungs. With our exhale, halfway into an airplane. Inhale, lifting up the lungs. Exhale, halfway to airplane. Do a few deep breaths. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, hinging. Inhale, lifting. The next time, swan dive all the way down. Ribs towards the thighs. Shoulders relax. Take a moment to breathe here. So maybe we have a deep bend in the knees to release out the shoulders, the head, the neck. Option to give the head and neck a little up and down movement. Maybe a little side to side movement. Maybe a little up and down again. Feel that release through our shoulders, head and neck, and breathe. Resting into our breath. Let's inhale, lift up halfway. Ground the heels. Let's inhale all the way, heart to the sky. Resting palms to heart. So with our heels at the front of our mat, we're going to create a little bit of movement. So rolling towards the balls of the feet, rolling towards the heels. You can feel that stability through the spine. As you stretch, engage the thighs and core muscles as we breathe. Now as our heels feel the ground, let's inhale and reach the heart to the sky. Exhaling, palms to the heart. As we ground into the palms, feel the right foot taken on the weight, and the left foot comes all the way back to warrior two. Arms drawing towards the feet. If you feel unstable, you're welcome to change your foot position than the one you open down into, finding the stability through the inner heels, pulling in the ribs, growing tall, but the shoulders and hips relaxing down. Feeling that stretch through our body as we breathe. We're going to take the front arm, reach it towards the back arm, and stretch it back. Front arm reaches to the back arm, stretches back. Just a little bit of flowing movement as you stretch side to side. And as our arms reach out, we're going to lengthen the front leg, send our arms towards the front leg. Bend the front knee, send our arms to the back leg. Lengthen the front leg, arms to the front leg. Bend the front leg, arms to the back leg. So get a little flowing movement through your legs, through your arms, engaging that inner thigh muscle, outer hip muscle as we breathe. Now as we feel a little evenness in our movements, arms come back into our warrior two. Let's inhale, lift the heart to the sky, and then exhale to warrior one. Hips and heart to the front of the mat, picking up the ribs on the inhale, and feel that stretch in our spine. Deep bend in the front knee, reaching our arms to the side. Maybe lift the ribs up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. As we reach up tall, rest the palms into the heart. Front foot takes on the weight, back heel comes in. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhaling, chair pose. Inhaling tall. Exhaling, chair pose. Do a couple more breaths. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, releasing. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, releasing. One more. Let's hang out in chair. Pull the lower belly in, shoulders rest. Let's relax the palms. Inhale, push the heart forward. Exhale, pull the ribs in. Feel a few flowing breaths, opening with our inhales, folding with our exhales, relaxing into our spine. With our shoulders relaxing, head and neck rest. Maybe get a little flowy movement in our head and neck, up and down. Maybe a little release side to side. Maybe a little up and down again, and breathe. Let our inhale lift up halfway. Ground the heels, inhale, lift up all the way, heart to the sky. Exhale, palms to the heart. Alright, so from the front of our mat, we're going to let our feet rock. Just a little bit of movement, rolling towards the tops of the foot, rolling towards the backs of the heels. With our heels grounded, that left foot takes on the weight, right leg reaches back. Let's open a warrior two. So if we're feeling that we're not as stable as we normally are in our warrior two, you're welcome to readjust your legs. Feel this outer hip of the front leg taking on that stability of the thigh, drawing towards the toes, reaching our fingers Our top of the head stretches to the sky, the shoulders and hips relax and breathe. Relax into our breath. Now this front arm is going to reach towards the back arm and stretch back forward. Front arm towards the back arm, back forward. Feel a little bit of movement as we breathe, stretching into our breath. Doing things a little differently than normal. Change is good for our brain. Now as we send our arms forward, we're going to lengthen the front leg, send both arms behind us. Bend the front knee, send both arms forward. So we're inhale, reaching back, exhale, reaching forward. Just a few deep breaths, stretching and reaching through the breath. Now the next time our arms reach tall, let's find that warrior two, reaching out. For our inhale, let's send our heart forward into that warrior one. Feel the ribs growing tall on the inhale. Exhale, ribs towards the front thigh. Inhale, lifting open. Exhale, hinging forward. Do one more breath. Lifting tall, resting down. As we inhale, lift, let's bring the palms to the heart. Pull the back toes into the front toes. Take a deep breath. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, swan diving down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Ground the heels. Inhale, lift up all the way, heart to the sky. And then exhale, swan dive back down. Rest for a moment. Let your shoulders release, maybe the head and neck. Feel a little bit of up and down movement. Maybe just a little side to side movement. Maybe a little up and down again. Take a moment to breathe. There, inhale, let's lift up halfway. Ground their heels, let's inhale all the way. And exhale, thumbs to the heart. So with the right foot taking on the weight, left foot reaches back, and you can choose a lunge, or if it feels more stable, you can ground the back heel into a warrior one. We're feeling your inner thighs reaching in, lower belly reaching in, feeling the grounding of the palms, helping those inner thighs, the ribs reach into the midline of the body, helping to create a little bit more stability. So palms can stay at the heart, reminding our bodies to be stable. Arms can reach out to the side. So when I think about the back of the hands reaching out, the chest opening. Exhale, reaching forward. Inhale, lifting open. Exhale, reaching forward. Feel a few deep breaths, stretching us open, guiding us forward. Finding a moment to breathe. Now as we come forward, resting our palms on the thigh. Feeling the inner thighs engage. We have the option for stillness in the front leg, or exhaling the front leg towards straight. Inhaling, the front knee bends back over the heel. Exhaling back. Inhaling forward. So just a little bit of stretch and release. Choosing your body's range of motion, your body's pace of movement. Stillness is always an option as we breathe. Now as our front foot takes on the weight, having the option to lift up the back toes, having the option to pull them in just a little bit, or floating them off the ground. And you can stay hand on the front thigh, or if it feels more stable, finding any variation of a warrior three and breathe. Let our heels come together at the front of the mat, and our ribs relax towards the thighs. Shoulders resting with gravity, maybe our head and neck. Find just a little bit of up and down movement, maybe just a little bit of side to side movement, maybe a little up and down again, feeling just a moment to relax. Let's ground our heels, inhale the heart up to the sky, feeling the openness in our lungs. Exhaling, palms to the heart. So the left foot takes on the weight, right toes reach back, choosing the lunge, or maybe we feel more stable with the heel grounded in that warrior one position, choosing where we're feeling stable. Let's press into the palms, reminding the inner thighs, the ribs to reach in to the midline of the body, feeling that grounding, that stability into our breath. So this time we're going to send one arm up to the sky, one arm down to the ground. And then send the other arm up to the sky, the other arm down to the ground. Do a little bit of movement up and down. Now, staying in a more vertical alignment will allow our bodies to find a little bit more balance and stability. So depending on how we're feeling today, we may begin to take the top arm over the head and then trade sides. The other arm over the head. It does take a little bit more stability through our body to keep our body upright and stable. We're continuing to breathe. As we feel a little evenness in our movement, relaxing our palms on the front thigh. So again, remaining stable here, exhaling the front leg towards straight, inhaling knee back over the heel. So guiding the body, you can actively engage this front thigh, squeezing the thigh up into the hand pressing back into the thigh, feeling just a little stability through the thighs and hips, the core, so lengthen and release. Find a few deep breaths. Now as we feel the weight in the front foot, maybe just the heel lifts up, maybe we're on our big toes, maybe we just bring our toe in a little bit, maybe we lengthen out. So hanging out with hands at the thigh, or maybe it feels more stable to have arms to the side, or finding any variation of a warrior. Breathe. Resting both heels, relaxing our ribs. Feeling just a moment of rest. Maybe our head and neck feel a little up and down movement. Maybe just a little bit of side to side movement. Maybe a little up and down again. With a deep bend in the knees or straight legs, depending on how your legs are feeling today, we're walking our hands and our ribs and our nose towards one leg, feeling that stretch in our side body, and breathe. Moving to neutral and then over towards the other side, stretching here. Let our body find neutral in the center, resting the shoulders, feeling that release through our breath. As we find that deep bend in the knees, trying to wiggle at our toes, walking our palms up onto our thigh, find that length in our spine, shoulders rest. So we're feeling this chair pose. Your belly button comes in, feel that spine grow tall, and maybe we start to roll on our feet, rolling towards the ball of the foot, towards the heel, feeling maybe a little flowing movement. With our heels grounded, let's inhale and lift our heart to the sky, stretching our lungs open. Exhaling, palms in. We're going to shake out our arms, shake out our legs, maybe add a little sway. You can feel a little reach side to side, feeling a few releasing breaths. Alrighty, so from here, we're going to move into a balance. So instead of a tree pose like I normally do, we're going to do a standing pigeon. So you can have one heel grounding, the other ankle can cross at the ankle, or pinky toe at the calf, or ankle above the knee. So we're reaching in, lower belly lifts up, you can ground the palms, find our focal point. Option to stay tall and lift it. Option to exhale and send the tailbone back, maybe just a little bit. Maybe we sink down a little bit deeper, thinking about everything, reaching into the midline of the body, finding that stability through the belly, through the thighs, through the hips. Taking a moment to breathe. Now the palms can stay at the heart, or maybe feel like a cactus arm, or maybe the arms reach out or up, wherever it allows your body to feel stable. We're just noticing our breath, continuing to relax through our exhales. Now as we lengthen up tall, we're going to take this top foot and reach it into a star pose. Lengthening through our side body. You can extend through that heel, thinking about reaching through the heel, through the hip, through the back of the head. Now we're going to let this top leg cross over our bottom leg. Feel the soles of the feet on the ground. Reaching the heart open on the inhale. We can exhale softly. You can find parallel. Hands can rest on the thighs. You can continue to hinge deeper. Maybe fingertips reach to the shins or the floor. Breathing through any extra sensations through our legs, our ribs, our shoulders, creating rest into our breath. Just a moment to breathe. We'll walking up the front leg, lifting up the spine. So this front leg now feels the ground, while the other ankle flexes either in front of the ankle or pinky toe at the calf or pinky toe above the knee. Reaching in, stabilize the hips. Reaching up, stabilize the core. Grounding the palms, finding our focal point. So again, having this option to stay tall and lifted, you can exhale and push the tailbone back just a little bit, or maybe sink back just a little bit deeper. Taking a moment to breathe. Shoulders resting, lower belly kicking in, thinking about everything, squeeze into the midline of the body. Enjoying this stretch, and maybe add those cactus arms where we're feeling pretty stable today. Take a moment to breathe. With our spine coming tall, let's hip this top leg out to the side and open into a star pose. Top heel, through the hip, through the back of the head. Find that length as we breathe. Now we're going to take this top leg, cross it over our bottom leg, soles of the feet feel the ground. Let's lift our lungs on our inhale, hinging just softly, maybe coming parallel to the ground. Palms can rest on the thigh, or maybe release down towards the shin, or fingertips towards the ground. Relaxing here just for a moment, feeling that rest, relaxation into our breath. Inhale, walk ourselves up the front leg, shaking out just a bit, and breathe. Now from here, we're going to move into a variation of dancer pose. So you can send one foot forward, the other foot back, arms reach in the direction of our legs. So you can feel your ribs open and just hang out here. The front foot takes on the weight. You can think about your arms and legs stretching away from each other. If you want to add that folded posture, you can bend the back knee and lift and open the chest a little deeper. They can stay chest lifted. You can hinge the chest to halfway. You can hinge, reach further, or send the front hand to the ground. Back hand does not have to be holding on. It can just be reaching out, almost like a half moon. Wherever you're feeling good about it. And then we'll lift all the way back up. Let's shake it out. Give your joints a little bit of movement. Let's trade sides. So the other foot's forward, the other foot's back. Arms in the direction of our legs. Again, maybe we just feel the option of lifting up our chest and breathe. You can take the weight into the front foot, maybe lift the back toe, maybe bend the back knee, maybe find the hand and foot. Feeling that openness as we hang out. Feeling that stretch in our breath. Choosing to stay tall. Maybe we add a little hinge. Maybe we come towards parallel. Maybe our fingertips reach towards the ground. You don't have to stay holding on to the back leg. It can lengthen out and be more of like a half moon, depending on how you're feeling today, and breathe. We're going to ground into the front foot. Look right tall. Let's shake out our joints. Give everything a little relaxation and rest into our breath. And as we stretch to the front of the mat, let's lift our heart open on the inhale. Exhale, swan diving down, resting our shoulders. Maybe your head and neck. Feel just a little flowing movement up and down. Maybe just a little releasing side to side. Maybe a little relaxing up and down again, and breathe. Let's return to child's pose or downward dog. Feeling that length in our spine, or rest in our spine, whichever we're at, and feel a little stretch through our breath. Just a moment to breathe. A little peace. Feel a little relaxation as we relax into our exhales. So as we return into child's pose, if we're not already there, we'll have the option to keep the arms forward, or both arms can reach over towards one side, finding that openness in our rib cage. Maybe we come to neutral and then stretch over towards the other side. As we come into center, resting our shoulders, feel a few deep breaths. So we're welcome to stay in child's pose. We can come back to all fours and flow through that cat and cow. Inhale, opening, exhale, folding. And then just as we did in the beginning, you can stay in this traditional cat and cow movement, or you can inhale and pull the ribs up towards the sky, and then exhale more like a cat child's pose. And then inhale, open out, exhale, fold in. We'll do one more breath here. Inhale, lifting, exhale, resting. Now we'll send the right foot forward into our lunge. Stretching the front leg towards straight. Let our fingertips rest underneath our shoulders. Now from here, we'll inhale one arm up towards the sky, and then relax. Reach the other arm up towards the sky, and relax. Just a little flowing movement side to side. Reaching open, relaxing down. Reaching open, relaxing down. Finding reach, finding release. Take a moment to breathe. As we feel a little evenness, option to walk our hands up to our hips. So it's a little bit of a balance. Inner thighs engaged, shoulders rest. Option to stay here, option to rest your toes on the ground, or to move the toes up and down a few times. Just a little stretch here into our breath. Now with the toes up or down, we're going to have the option, keep the hands at the hips, feel your inner thighs, everything reach to the middle line of the body. Option to inhale and pull your ribs up like you're doing camel pose, shoulders in, reaching up. It's a bit of a balance. Take a few deep breaths. Now let's bend the front knee and then add a twist. Turn towards the front thigh. Feel a little release in our spine. Let's relax here. Send the front foot back, the back foot forward. So inhale the heart forward, exhale the hips back. Guiding our fingertips underneath our shoulders. Let's inhale and send one arm up to the sky and relax it down. Send the other arm up towards the sky. Relax it down. Feel a few moving breaths, stretching and resting. Taking a moment to breathe. Now from here, feel our spine grow tall. Inner thighs engage. Maybe walking our hands up onto our hips. So it's a little bit of a balance. Feel that inner thigh engagement, lower belly engagement. So you can stay on the heel. You can reach the toe forward. You can move it a few times up and down. As it moves, you're going to feel those stabilizing muscles start to kick in. The thighs are engaging. The hips are engaging. The core is engaging. Keeping our body tall and stable. Now, whichever feels most stable, on the heel or on the foot, with the hands at the hip, feel your inner thighs squeeze in, ribs squeeze in, elbows squeeze in. Then maybe we hang out or inhale and lift the chest. So it doesn't have to be a great big movement. Any movement at all will take you off your balance as we breathe. Then we'll come to neutral, deep bend in the front knee. Let's turn to the front thigh, lengthening and twisting. Feel a little relaxed through the spine and breathe. Let's rest our hands, stretch back into an all fours and add a little side-to-side movement. Shoulders towards the hips on one side, shoulders towards the hips on the other side. Finding that relaxation into our spine as we relax into our breath. As we are ready, let's move on to our tailbone and lengthen our legs out ahead of us, feeling that stretch as our legs lengthen out and our tailbone rocks a bit, side to side. Just a moment to release here as we breathe. Now from here, we're going to take one foot, open it out to the side, and you're going to have options. You can do foot inside the leg or over the ankle, at the calf or over the calf, above the knee or in front of the knee, or you can even do the half lotus, sliding the pinky toe up into the hip. So we're lift bent knee. Lengthen and twist. Lengthen and twist. Take a moment to stretch into our breath. Now this back hand can stay back. It can rest at our hip, or if you're in the half lotus, you might even find that big toe. Take a moment to breathe. Let's come to the center. And we're going to take a hold at this top knee, lift the ribs, and rock it just a bit side to side. And as we hold on to this bent knee, let's kick in the lower belly, lean back with a tall spine, and maybe float the bottom leg. Now you can keep the leg straight, or you can bend the knee. We can hold on or let go. Take a moment to stretch into our breath. Let's relax that side. Trade legs. So the top leg becomes straight. Bottom leg has all of those same options. Wherever your knee, hip, and everything are happy. Let's lift up our ribs on the inhale and twist through our exhale. Lengthening and twisting. So just as much movement as we're feeling good about today, stretching into our breath. So again, this back hand can just stay supporting us. You can take it to the lower back. If you're in the half lotus, you might be able to find your big toe to add that little binding twist as we breathe. As we reach our ribs back to neutral, we're picking up this top knee. Feel that tall spine as we add a little rocking movement side to side. Let our spine be tall, lower belly engages. As we lean the spine back, maybe that bottom leg floats. Maybe we bend the knee, continuing to hold on or reaching out. Just a few deep breaths. And then from here, let's come to butterfly. Spine grows tall. Maybe rock a bit, side to side. As we pick up the ribs, send the spine tall. As we exhale, feel your body reach towards one leg. Lengthening on the inhale, and then maybe reach the ribs towards that thigh. As we exhale, feel your side body stretch. Let's lift it tall, turning to the other side, lengthening, and then reaching the ribs towards the thigh. Take a moment to breathe. As we find neutral, let's pick up our ribs with our inhale to stay. Maybe coming into neutral, finding that diagonal line to hang out. We can continue hinging at the hips as the heart draws towards the toes. Maybe finding rest and release wherever our body allows us to stretch today, creating just a few resting exhales. As our spine comes tall, we'll lengthen up the spine, bring our feet together, lower belly in, find any boat pose of your choice, hands holding on. Maybe the heels lift, maybe the hands let go. Take a moment to breathe, feel a few stretching breaths. As our heels relax, our shoulders relax, stretching out the back of the lungs. Taking a few resting exhales. Let our spine come tall. With our feet finding the front of the mat, let's find space behind us. Lower belly in, inner thighs in, holding on or reaching out as our spine finds the ground. Maybe the arms stretch over the head, feeling that reach through our fingers and our toes. Resting the elbows to the side at any time you're ready, and feel the feet open, our shoulders, ribs, hips relax just for a moment, and breathe. Feel just a few resting exhales. Just a moment to relax into our breath. So as our right knee bends, the sole of the foot feels the ground. The fingertips reach by our side as the forearms and the shoulders press into the ground, lower back rounds. So as we press in to that right foot, maybe we lift the left heel up and down. Just a little flowing movement through the leg. You can keep the leg moving up and down. You can reach it out to the side, back to the center, Outer hip opens, inner thigh folds. You can stay with the up and down movement or the side to side movement, or you can start circling the toe on the ceiling, the sky, feeling a little bit of movement in our hip. Continuing that direction of our circle, or trading the direction. Take a moment to breathe. Now we're going to send our hands to that top thigh and exhale the thigh towards the chest. Continuing to hold on to the thigh or walking up to the calf and exhaling just a little deeper. Breathing and releasing thighs, hips, shoulders, ribs, tailbone, rest into our exhale. And we're going to turn this leg into a happy baby, half happy baby. As your knee bends towards the shoulder, holding on at the sole of the foot or the thigh still or the calf. Feeling a little relaxation into our breath. 2 resting exhales. And we're going to let that foot rest to the ground. The other foot stretches up to the sky. Ground the forearms, ground the lower back. Start to move the heel up and down. Heel towards the floor, heel towards the sky. Feel that stability through the thighs and the hips, guiding that movement, stretching into our breath. Now we can continue this movement as our heel reaches to the sky. Pinky toe can reach out to the side, inner thigh pulls in, outer hip opens out, feeling that openness, that release as we breathe. As you feel the heel coming into neutral, maybe circling the toe on the sky or the ceiling, feeling just a little bit of movement through our tailbone, lower back, lifts the shoulders, maybe trading that direction of the movement. And then our thigh can come to the chest, hugging in the thigh, relaxing the shoulders. Staying holding onto the thigh. If you're feeling a little bit more release, maybe you can walking our hands up the leg, resting on the calf or the foot, wherever you're feeling pretty stable in the spine, the shoulders, hips, and rest into our breath. And we're going to turn this leg into a happy baby, half happy baby, so that hand can rest on the foot or the thigh, feeling that heaviness, the thigh and the hip resting into the ground, the release in the shoulders, the tailbone, feeling just a moment to breathe. Now send our feet wide to the mat, maybe feeling part mat, part floor, allowing those thighs to windshield wiper side to side, maybe relaxing here just for a moment, feeling tailbone, lower back, releasing wherever your body feels a good stretch today. Let's rest into our exhales. From here, we can come into happy baby with both legs, knees reaching to the shoulders, soles of the feet up to the sky, hanging on at the thighs or the calves or the feet, feeling that release of our tailbone, ribs and shoulders into the ground, finding stillness, maybe a little bit of movement to relax our spine, tailbone, hips, a little release as we breathe. So you send our soles of the feet together, feel the heels draw into the hips, find that butterfly. Just a moment to relax here through our breath. And then join the knees together, big toes reach together, arms rest to the ground, lower belly grounds us. Let's find some movement side to side. Knees flowing to one side, knees flowing to the other side. Reminding the shoulders to relax. So we can stay with this little soft movement side to side. You can think about your toes lifting up to the ceiling, and kind of adding a little circle as your knees draw to one side, knees draw to the other side. Toes kind of circle up and over. Adding a little different stretch through your hips and your thighs as you breathe. And then maybe staying in that direction or adding just a little different direction of movement as you breathe. Now we're going to end up and let both knees rest over to one side, whichever side feels the most open at the moment. We're going to relax our hips, relax our shoulders, gaze away from our knees. You can keep the knees reaching to one side and maybe let the arms reach to the other side if that feels like a good stretch. Wherever your body feels a good reach, taking a moment to breathe. Now we can lift our knees back to neutral and send them over to the other side. And again, the knees can be on one side, the arms can reach to the other side. That feels like a good stretch. If not, let your arms choose wherever it works best today. Creating just a little rest into our breath. Bring our knees back to the center. Our hands can rest on the knees. We're going to think about the knees opening wide, reaching the knees towards the foot of the mat, and then up towards the shoulders, and then wide. So you're kind of making a big circle, reach through the knees. Staying in that direction or trading out to the side towards the shoulders, towards the foot of the mat. Rest our feet wide again. Let both knees rest to one side. Feel a little outer hip release as our body breathes. Lifting the knees over to the other side. A little relaxation with gravity. As we come to neutral, maybe the knees relax together. Option to continue resting here with our knees together, tailbone down to the ground, palms open. Maybe we feel like a butterfly today, so we can send the soles of the feet together, knees open, hips relaxing, palms open. If we like more of a traditional relaxation, you can lengthen out the legs with the palms open. You can stay on the spine if it feels better to relax on your belly, that's an option. Or relax on your side, or relax in a seated position. If we're not on our belly, option to send one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, and we're going to begin to notice the breath. So as we inhale, maybe feel the belly rise that palm up towards the sky. The exhale relaxes the palm into the belly, down into the lower back towards the floor. So we're feeling that abdominal breathing up to the sky, the lower back releasing towards the ground. Noticing that lift and rest into our breath. We can keep just the movement in that lower hand. Depending on how our lungs are feeling today, may we inhale through the belly, up through the ribs, up through the heart. Relaxing from the shoulders, the ribs, to the lower back. Inhaling as we open. Exhaling as we release. Feeling that stretch and relaxation through each breath. Letting our bodies have just a moment of relaxation as that deep breath pulls that fresh oxygenated air through our body with each inhale. Letting our exhale travel out of the body, anything we just don't need today. You're welcome to continue with your hands on the torso. If it feels more relaxing, to let your arms rest by the side or wherever we might feel most comfortable. Letting our bodies feel that relaxation with each inhale. The bodies find deep relaxation with each exhale. Noticing rest into our breath. So we're going to have the option to stay on our spine, if we're on our spine. We're going to have the option to bend both knees and rest over just to one side for a moment. Feeling the head rest in the hands of the upper arms and Feel the breath travel from this top side of the body, opening up the breath through the side body. Feel your side lungs reaching up to the sky with each inhale, your side lungs resting towards the ground with each exhale. Notice just a little release in that side lungs as we breathe. We can stay on this side. If it feels okay, we'll move to the other side, letting our head rest in our hands or upper arm, and feel the breath moving into that top rib cage up to the sky, relaxing towards the bottom rib cage, down and towards the ground. Feeling lift and release as we breathe. Few resting exhales. And then anytime we're ready, helping ourselves into a place of sitting that works the best on our legs, resting our tailbone, feeling our spine be tall, our shoulders relax. Let's send a chin towards one shoulder, gazing behind us. Send a chin towards the other shoulder, gazing behind us. As the chin draws to neutral, ear to the shoulder, back to neutral, ear towards the other shoulder. As we find neutral, palms open, inhaling palms and chin towards the sky. Exhaling palms and chin down to the heart. Inhaling as we lift and expand. Exhaling as we rest and release. One more breath together. Inhale, stretching open. Exhaling, resting in. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me. Have an awesome Saturday morning. Rise and shine into a little crazy yoga. Because, why not? Why do everything